Have you watched Red Velvet's Psycho music video? The first time I listened to it, it was like... But after listening to it several times, it is super nice and it's... I've watched other people's music video explanation. There are different theories about Wizard of Oz, Gothic, and more. Here's my theory for Red Velvet Psycho music video. First, let's see what's the meaning of the word psycho. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, psycho is someone who is crazy and frightening. Before going into the music video, have you seen Natalie Bowman's Black Swan? Her character, Nina, is introverted, although she perfectly interprets the White Swan, but she doesn't fit to be a Black Swan. Nina was overwhelmed by a feeling of immense pressure. In the end, she loses her tenuous grip on reality and descends into a nightmare, and completed what she thinks is the perfect performance. The music video starts with Irene sitting in the driver's seat of the car. Many of their previous music videos have also used the driver's seats to reveal who is the main character of the music video. This time, it's clear that Irene is the main character. And when the camera pulls away, we see an empty space in the distance. That place is where Sergei is. And one more thing, as I mentioned before, this music video is a tribute to the Black Swan. Irene represents the White Swan. Comparing to other members, only her makeup and her clothes are white. Next scene is Sergei sitting next to the weaving machine. Although her dress is still white, but her makeup is a dark theme. Then it is Wendy, who looks at Sergei without any expression. She was dressed in dark, her makeup was dark, and her eyes were cold. Joy looks at herself in the dressing room at backstage. In Black Swan, the dressing room is an important place. A lot of important scenes happen in this space. Minor spoiler here. Joy's character is the second most critical character after Irene. You will know why in the next few minutes. These characters represent Irene's other personalities. It's the different stage of the dark self. Later, the lights in Sergei's space went dimmed and she appeared with another look in Irene's car. Then Irene sings. She doesn't want to be in the same space as Sergei. This proves that the White Swan still resists getting along with her dark personality. I will assume Sergei is the first stage of the dark personalities of the White Swan. Then she got out of the car and went to a restaurant. It's worth noting that there are only 4 chairs here, and it seems to be hinting at these dark personalities want to wipe out the White Swan and occupy the body. Then Joy sang Psycho with a very creepy expression. Psycho. And then we saw a door opened. I guess this is Irene's perspective. Yeri represents a White Swan who has a childhood and still has a childlike heart. Notice the dress she was wearing. Although the dress color was white, but the pattern on her dress is not flower, but all leaves. There are 2 theories that can be explained here. First theory is that these leaves are left behind by overloved mom. She grew up under her mom's control for a long time, which is similar to the plot of Black Swan. Second theory is that these leaves are left by Joy, because then she closed the door with a weird expression, not allowing Irene to get in touch with the little girl in her heart. She was preventing the White Swan from returning to the state of purity. Then we can see Wendy leaning on the stage and sing. From her initial state, together with current expression, we can assume that she is the character that sat on the sidelines, the most passive character. And when Joy walks up the stairs, immediately takes Wendy, who is the most easy to control personality, away. Now we see Sergei talking to Yeri with a string phone. We assume that Sergei is trying to brainwash Yeri. The scene came to the dressing room. The members were all dressed in bright colors. Joy and Sugi both have knitted pink gloves, which prove that they are on the same side. And at the back hangs the clothes they wore before, proving that these personalities are ready to appear, don't want to hide anymore. Then Wendy was trapped in a space. There's one eye watching her. Her lipstick at the corner of her mouth has fuzzy marks. There's a guess here that Wendy may have been injured by the White Swan's strong inhibition. And Sugi, who was talking to Yeri previously, now whispering with Joy, but noticed by Yeri. The scene came to the weaving factory. We can see 5 people are working, but only the main personality, White Swan Irene, has no thread on her sewing machine. The other 4 people are all working on their own. Proof that Irene's efforts are all in vain. Her dark personality was ready to devour her. Yeri, who was previously spotted Sugi whispering with Joy, trying to communicate with Sugi again. But this time, Sugi closed her eyes and didn't want to talk. Joy, who found the 2 members who still secretly communicating, angrily cut the string. The next second, Yeri escaped. Black Swan Joy felt that Sugi was useless and decided to abandon her and take Wendy away. That's when Irene got hurt and found things went bad. Yeri, who left, couldn't put Sugi down, decided to come back and save her. She had a stone in her hand and a note on it, hoping to help Sugi. Sugi was trapped and hurt, which can be seen from the tears on her face. And then we saw Joy driving Irene's car, taking control of the main character. The next scenes for Sugi was very interesting, directly linked back to the Black Swan movie. She began to split into 2 different selves. The stone that Yeri threw broke the glass. The note wasn't open, but the broken glass next to it had traces of blood. The guess here is that Sugi has wiped up one of herself. Then Irene's costume began to have some dark elements. The mirror in front of her dropped. A butterfly splits into hundreds of butterflies. In the world of psychology, there are good and bad meaning of butterflies. It can symbolize freedom and beauty. It can also symbolize soul and death. Then Joy sings. The car started to reverse like the clock was reversed. And Irene ran back to the sewing machine room and find that all 4 members were gone. Then she was attacked by the butterfly, which is the divided soul. She looked back and saw Joy was staring at her evilly. She knew that everything happened because of Joy, but it's too late now. In the next scene, Sugi and Wendy were whispering. From their expression, it seems they were completely darkened. And Yeri left her dollhouse with a black umbrella, abandoning her childlike heart. Finally, the girls were given new clothes and dancing in the white dress. But there is no Joy solo shot here. When the members were happily dancing, Irene suddenly looked at the camera. Although the dress was still White Swan, she showed a strange expression and said, "Let's go back to the beginning of the music video." The member who said the word was the Black Swan Joy. This proves that Joy is Irene and Iris is Joy now. Black Swan and White Swan have become the same person. Just like the end of Black Swan, Nina was distracted by hallucination during the performance. She was found to be bleeding after completing the show and said perfect. It was perfect. It's the same as the lyrics of Psycho that keep repeating, "Hey, now we'll be okay." That's it for today's video. This is my first music video explanation. I hope you will like it. If you found any Easter eggs from the music video, feel free to let us know in the comment section below.